The summer of 2025 will be remembered across Europe. It was the summer the sun didn't seem to sleep. From the dusty plains of Spain to the historic cities of Italy, a relentless heat wave descended. Thermometers in Rome, thermometers in Athens, digital city thermometer showing 46 degrees Celsius, heat haze blurring the background. The air itself felt heavy, shimmering above the asphalt. People sought refuge indoors, but the heat seeped through walls and windows, offering little escape. So what causes a heat wave like this? Think of the sky as having a big, invisible lid. Sometimes a system of high air pressure settles over a region. This system acts like that lid. It presses down on the air, preventing it from rising. As the air sinks, it gets compressed and heats up, like air in a bicycle pump. This high-pressure system, often called a heat dome, traps warm air near the ground. The sun's rays beat down day after day, adding more heat to this trapped bubble of air. Without winds to blow it away, the heat just builds and builds, leading to the extreme temperatures we've seen this summer. This intense heat has a dangerous partner: wildfires. This summer, the map of Europe has been dotted with the angry red glow of wildfires, close aerials of red hotspots and smoke over Europe. In Greece, a country with a long, painful history of summer fires, the situation was especially dire. Rhodes, a fire started in the mountainous interior. Fanned by strong winds and record heat, it quickly grew into a monster. It swept down toward the coast, forcing the largest evacuation in the country's history. Tourists fled. Locals fled. A wall of smoke and flames devoured forests. Homes were burned. Hotels were burned. The sky turned a dark, apocalyptic orange. Ash rained down on beaches that days before were idyllic holiday spots. Elsewhere in the Mediterranean, the story was tragically similar. The most immediate and tragic cost of these wildfires is the loss of human life. Firefighters who stand on the front lines protecting communities face immense danger. The unpredictable nature of the flames and the intense heat, smoke inhalation. Tragically, several have lost their lives this summer while battling the infernos. Civilians, too, are caught in the path of destruction. Some are trapped while trying to flee, others suffer health complications from thick smoke blanketing entire regions. The fear and panic during an evacuation are traumatic experiences and can leave deep psychological scars long after the fires are extinguished. Beyond the immediate danger to life, the wildfires wreak havoc on people's livelihoods. For farmers, a fire can wipe out a lifetime of work in hours. While the human cost is stark, the impact of these megafires on wildlife and the natural world is a silent, sprawling tragedy. Animals have few places to hide when a fire of this intensity and speed sweeps through their habitat. Fast-moving creatures may outrun flames. Slower animals are often trapped. Fires destroy nests, collapse burrows, and erase shelter. The destruction of habitat is the most profound long-term consequence. Ash and sediment wash into waterways, harming fish and downstream ecosystems. Some species recover, but today's fires are hotter and more frequent, and invasive grasses can take over. Empty, blackened forests speak volumes about the damage being done. Scientists are clear on this point. The extreme heat and wildfires ravaging Europe are not just random bad luck. They are a direct consequence of a warming planet. For more than a century, human activities, primarily the burning of fossil fuels like coal oil gas for energy and transportation, have been releasing huge amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, like carbon dioxide, act like a heat-trapping blanket around the Earth. As we add more of these gases, the blanket gets thicker, and the planet's average temperature rises. Scientists can now determine with high confidence how much more likely a specific heat wave was made by climate change. The warming is also changing large-scale weather patterns. A wavier, slower jet stream can stall heat domes. Faced with this escalating threat, communities across Europe are no longer just reacting to disasters. They are actively working to build resilience for a hotter future. This involves a shift in thinking, from simply fighting fires to managing the landscape to make it less flammable. Wide corridors where vegetation is thinned or cleared act as barriers to slow advancing wildfires. Reintroducing traditional land management, goats and sheep, helps keep undergrowth down. There's also a move to plant fire-resistant native trees, replacing highly flammable species. Cities are creating cool islands, planting trees, fountains, and installing misting stations. Lighter-colored roofs and pavements reflect sunlight and reduce urban heat. Public cooling centers, libraries, and community halls offer refuge during peak heat. Education and defensible space efforts teach people how to reduce fire risk around homes. Early warning systems, sirens, and rehearsed evacuation plans give people more time to leave safely. These measures can cut loss of life and property. During an extreme heat wave, the most important thing is to take care of your health and the health of those around you. The simplest advice is often the most effective. Stay hydrated. Avoid sugary drinks, caffeine, and alcohol. They can dehydrate you. Try to stay indoors in a cool place during the hottest part of the day, typically between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. If your home is not cool, seek out public places that are. Shopping centers, cinemas, designated cooling centers. Wear lightweight, loose-fitting, light-colored clothing, a wide-brimmed hat, and sunglasses. Never, ever leave children or pets in a parked car. Temperatures can soar to deadly levels in minutes. Check on the elderly, young children, and people with chronic illnesses. A phone call or visit could save a life. When fire risk is high, no campfires, no barbecues, and dispose of cigarettes safely. Despite the grim reality of this scorching summer, there is reason for hope. The crisis has served as a powerful wake-up call, accelerating Europe's commitment to tackling the root cause, climate change. The European Union has solidified its ambitious plan, the European Green Deal, a legally binding roadmap to make Europe climate neutral by 2050. A massive shift to clean, renewable energy, wind and solar, is central to that plan. Phase out coal and reduce reliance on oil and gas, protecting and restoring nature, reforestation, wetlands, peatlands, increases resilience and absorbs carbon. It will take political will, huge investments and action from communities and individuals. This summer's suffering can be a turning point, building a greener, safer future for generations to come.